You're kicking it with the Christians. You're kicking it with the Christians. One marriage, two hustlers, it shows. We'll travel the globe in search of endless possibilities. You're kicking it with the Christians. Together we'll conquer it all. Take the highs with the lows, cause there's no losing with this energy. You're kicking it with the Christians.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back.
Welcome back, ladies and
what up,
gentlemen.
people?
Hey guys, do you need a little extra motivation some days? Well, we have the perfect thing for you.
Yes.
We launched our motivational tees at onemarriage2hustlersapparel.com.
Yes.
Go check them out.
And if you just want to be motivated, man, these shirts not only will motivate you, they inspire you every day. When you can walk around, you can be able to wear them. So,
right, and if you do purchase, be sure to snap a photo and tag us on Instagram or DM us your photo so we can repost it on our page at onemarriage2hustlers on IG. You can also send it to us on Facebook.
And remember, these are the shirts that keep you motivated.
Welcome back to another podcast episode. This is episode number 1 of season 5.
Come on, we on season 5.
You ready?
This is the last time that y'all will see this video. Y'all heard me? I mean, not video. This season, last season, you will see this look.
This background. We're gonna change it up.
Changing it up
for 2022 season
Come on.
6.
Come on.
New things are coming.
Big things popping, little things dropping.
We love this background, but it is gonna change up. We want to give you guys a different.
Every 5 seasons, we want to change it up. So
Yeah,
to let you guys know. Yeah.
Y'all know when we hit the ground running.
Running.
We came with it. Excited for what's to come.
So this video's on YouTube. I kind of want to dive into something real quick. It's like people asking us about Patreon. All right. So Patreon is a paid platform and it's only $5 a month. Now, eventually, we're getting our Patreon. They're gonna have our own app. But as of right now, if you want to watch bonus videos, man, I'm talking about
a lot of business content.
It's only $5 a month.
A lot of good content on Patreon, but it's basically to support the production of the podcast.
Yes, support it.
So in order for us to, change the background, change things that we need to change.
Yep.
Anyway, support. The link is in the bio. Go ahead and click it. Follow us on IG at OM2H. So it's One Marriage, Two Hustlers. Follow us there.
Instagram.
If you want to follow us personally, I'm at Mrs. Why Now's Your Time.
And I am Mr. Why Now Is Your Time.
All right, so follow us there.
All
right, let's jump into it. Today's topic is it's hard being a woman's first good man. When I encountered people discussing this topic, I was like, you know what? We should bring that to the podcast. So we're going to talk about it a little bit because I thought it was very interesting. Because a lot of times when people have a history of dating a certain type of person, or maybe they were even in a long-term marriage or relationship with a person that is not necessarily considered good, right? Somebody that's toxic, maybe an abusive relationship. Maybe you're with someone that you knew wasn't for you, but that's just what you were attracted to, but yet you never experienced the love that you know that you deserve.
So why? But the thing is, why is people getting involved with these kind of people though?
I don't know. We're gonna get there. Okay. But basically, when you encounter somebody good, you encounter somebody that gives you the love that you deserve. They're not coming with baggage. They're not coming with toxicity. Then you as a woman, you don't know how to receive that man. You basically make him pay for all the mistakes that the other person made.
And I also think men think the same way too though, because I do hear men say there ain't no good women out here, or it's hard to find a good woman, when I think it's good people on each side. They just really haven't met each other. That's my feeling on the whole thing, though.
So when some women aren't accustomed to being treated with kindness from a man, it can be met with fear, skepticism, doubt, things that eventually may cause it to go bad between you guys.
Big facts.
So you start to really say you got cheated on.
Come on.
As a woman, and everything this man does, this good man does, he can say, I'm going to the store to get something to cook for dinner.
And then what?
And you over here assuming that he's going over another chick's house, or what took you so long.
But do you get? But I think it's the conditioning of the mind.
Right.
I think people get conditioned into taking that to their new relationship, and then everything, even though the person might have great intentions, they're like, well, something's got, you can't be this perfect person. It's not that they being a person, they just being a good person.
And they say, oh, well, all men cheat.
Oh yeah, we hear that a lot.
Well, all men cheat, or I know he's cheating on me because he took forever to come back from the store. So, or let me see your phone. That's a classic one.
That's a classic one.
Let me see your phone. Oh, who you talking to?
So could you? The question is, could people switch their phones with their spouse for a whole day?
A lot of people can't do that.
Why?
Because they're not necessarily being genuine in their relationship, and they know that they're doing stuff that they won't raise hell about that.
Today's episode is brought to you by DB. DB is a Scandinavian brand that makes backpacks and bags to help people on the move stay ready for anything. From the streets to the peaks, DB's gear is travel tested by some of the world's best athletes, adventurers, and creators. Over the past decades, DB has designed and developed, released, and redefined the best bags in the market. With DB's patented hookup system, you are able to attach smaller products to your backpack, roller, or tote. Guys, I can't stress enough how important it is to have a great bag, especially when you're traveling. I'm a travel agent. I tell my clients all the time that you need a good bag because, when the airline people are loading your luggage, it can get very, messy. They're throwing things. You might get your luggage and it's damaged. With this brand, you don't have to worry about that. So we are teaming up with DB to exclusively offer our listeners 10% off your next purchase by using the code POD10. That's POD10, or going to the link in our show notes. DB, it's time to move on. Time to get going. Go check it out, guys.
Yeah, my phone though, but you got to deal with the customers though when they text.
Right.
You can have my phone though. That don't matter to me. That's my mindset.
But I think women a lot of times get so conditioned to being treated a certain way, especially when they stay in something. Okay. That they feel like every man is gonna hurt them, every person's gonna hurt them. And so, and even for men, it makes them skeptical about getting into relationships. It's almost like, to them, it's too good to be true.
I know. It's kind of no way you can be like that.
So, on a woman's perspective, it's too good to be true, and so it makes it harder for the good man to love them. Because you're being downright mean and nasty, and it's like, how do you expect to have a good man when you don't know how to treat him?
And I really think that people that and it's on both sides though, that when you get into a new relationship, you need to reshift your mind. You know what I'm saying? Right. You need to recalibrate your thinking. You know what I'm saying? You need to really step back and say, okay, this is a fresh new start. But if this baggage is on you, it's hard, but you really do need to recalibrate your personal mind though.
But for the man, it's almost like demeaning, because here you are trying to do everything right. I'm trying to buy you flowers, I'm trying to take you to dinner, and it seems like, damn, I'm trying, but nothing I ever do is good enough.
Big facts.
And it's like, what else do I do? Do I stay in this because I really love this woman, or I really like this woman? But yet I don't like how she treats me sometimes.
That's interesting.
I don't like the skepticism. I don't like the doubt. I don't like her thinking I'm going to hurt her. And it's like, there's only so much convincing that you can do.
That's facts, though.
You know, like, that gets tiring.
It do,
You're always trying to convince somebody that you're a good person.
I know. And I to me, that'll frustrate me. Because it's like, even though I'm trying to give you the best version of myself, not to say nobody's perfect, but I'm trying to give you the best version of myself. But you are not allowing me to because you're bringing up negative energy towards the situation when I'm trying to give positive energy.
And you're making them pay for what somebody else did. And it's like...
That's unfair, though, to that person.
You ask God to bless you with this person, but when you get this good person, you don't know how to treat them. And so then you wonder why, he leaves you, or, you know, he says, well, maybe this not going to work out. And then now you're in your feelings.
But I think the problem is people, when they first meet somebody, they scared of that word, a woman, of submission. Which submission means submarine, which means to get up under. So to me, if you don't want to get up under the man because you first met him, because you feel like we're equal, you know what I'm saying? You feel like that way. I feel like if he has no vision, then that's really why a lot of women don't want to do that. You see what I'm saying? What you thinking? What's calculating your brain?
Well, yeah, because if they haven't experienced that type of man.
That's true. That has a vision.
They haven't experienced that type of man before. That's going to be hard for them. You're right. It's going to be hard for them.
I'm just saying.
That's part of why it's hard for a good man to date a woman who's scorned.
It's hard. Because
or come and try to repair something that somebody else has destroyed.
Man. Listen, we're not the tool man. We're not the man walking around trying to be a mechanic.
It's hard.
Trying to tune you up.
And let's flip the script a little bit. Even for a woman trying to repair a broken man.
Ooh, man.
Like and men, when they get hurt, it takes a long time for them to get over the hurt or to really trust somebody else. Especially when they put their all into something. You maybe can speak to it because you're a man, but when a man gets hurt, it's like, damn.
Well, from my experience, been on this earth for a long time. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
Almost half a century or whatever. Anyway, from my experience by talking to men, I feel like it's hard to let go of it's hard to be transparent and to be vulnerable to a woman. It's two reasons why it's hard. Reason number one why it's hard for a man to be transparent, because when we are men, we grew up like, I'm the man. You know what I'm saying? Like, we grow up tough. We grow up like, don't cry. Don't show your emotions. I bet not see you crying. That's reason number one. Because we grow up being beat up of trying to be tough.
But what I'm saying is, like, if a man has been cheated on.
I know. So this is what I'm saying. He don't want to be vulnerable to her because of...
He's scared it's going to happen again.
Yeah, and...
He's making her pay.
And he don't want to show his emotion. And he don't
making a woman pay for what somebody else did. So it's hard for a good woman to love a man who's scorned.
I know. So, and then, like I said, it's already hard enough for men to be vulnerable, though.
Right.
It's very hard because...
And so once they are and then they're hurt...
It's really done.
It's difficult.
It's really done.
It's difficult to get over it. It's difficult to move forward.
Why I'm going back to that?
It's like, let me just have 6 women and I don't have to worry about it.
That's something to think about.
Right.
It's like, she tripping, goes to the next one. And then the next one.
So let me not get too involved anymore. Because I've done that before and I get hurt. So let me not do too much.
That's true, though.
Let me just do me.
But doing you, though, I see a lot of men that's doing them.
Today's episode is brought to you by HelloFresh. Do you feel like you are stuck in a dinner rut? With HelloFresh, you get fresh, pre-measured ingredients with mouth-watering seasonal recipes delivered right to your door. Skip all those trips to the grocery store and count on HelloFresh to make home cooking easy, fun, and affordable. You can now enjoy cooking and get dinner on the table in 30 minutes or less. With over 25 recipes to choose from each week, there is something for everyone to enjoy. All recipes are designed and tested by professional chefs and nutritional experts to ensure deliciousness and simplicity. Guys, go check out HelloFresh. You can customize all of your meals for 2 people, 4 people, whatever works for your household. If you want to do 2 people and you want to have leftovers, great portions, everything is pre-measured. My favorite meal is the barbecue chicken with the roasted green beans and the mashed potatoes. Guys, you have got to check out the meals. They are so fresh. All the ingredients are fresh. Everything comes right to your door. Check it out, guys. Go to the link in our show notes to get $80 off, including free shipping on HelloFresh, the ¡1 meal kit.
That's not that stable. They don't really have much.
True.
But I see women, do the numbers. The numbers don't lie. I see women, they might not be doing too much. Like, they might not have like a man, but they be more stable. You know why though? Because y'all are better at controlling y'all emotions.
And we're better at using our trauma, using the anger and the hurt to fuel our success.
Yes.
Like, we're just better at it. Like, we're like,
that's facts. Men, some men gonna be like, I don't know about that. I know some men gonna be like, I don't know about that.
Right.
But
it's true.
I'm telling you.
It's true. And for a man, it can feel like you're battling against a woman's past traumas.
Now that's deep.
That she hasn't healed from. And that's a fight you can't win, because until you deal with your traumas,
come on,
nobody can really force anything on you. Like, that's something you have to personally, as a man or a woman, deal with. Like, I have to deal with what's going on internally with me before I can come into a relationship.
It go back, because we've been in this training the whole week, and most of the trainings is talking about mindset.
Right.
And it goes back to your mindset when it comes to this person. But I also think that people don't ask a lot of questions though. Like, when they meet somebody, they don't ask questions about their past, where they want to go, how they trying to get there. Like, they don't really ask these questions, and I think that kills them.
Because when you assume, the old saying, when you assume, you make an ass out of yourself. And it's like, you make an ass because you're not asking the questions, you're just assuming, like, oh, well, they're probably this way. Oh, well, they seem like they're this way. Oh, I wonder what, you never really ask them directly.
But this is another quick thing too though. Why is it that people, you know what I'm saying, like relationships, like you don't ask the questions, but you assume, but you never really go and say, hey, hold on, let me ask you a couple questions, because I think it's uncomfortable for people to ask the questions. You know what I'm saying? Like, people are uncomfortable.
It's uncomfortable, but I think if you're comfortable with who you are, then it becomes easier.
It has to be, because
everything can't be comfortable. That's the thing. We wait.
Wait
until we get deep in the relationship, and now all these uncomfortable conversations come up. When this is something that if you would have had these conversations from the beginning,
okay, so it's 4 levels.
Then we wouldn't be here, right?
So 4 levels. You either ankle deep, knee deep, waist deep, or neck deep.
Neck deep.
People neck deep.
Some of y'all be neck deep.
You trying to ask questions?
Then you get to these uncomfortable conversations. You like, damn, I should have asked it when I was down here by the knees. Like, I mean, come on, y'all. But we're adults though, and that's the thing. You're not a kid anymore.
So I think level 1, the ankle deep, is like when you first meet them. Like, you get into it. I think level 2, knee deep, is like, okay, it's 6 months later.
We having some
uncomfortable conversation. Now, level 3, we waist deep. Waist deep, we like, man, I really don't even know if I want to be with this person.
Right.
That's level 3. Level 4, you neck deep. You pretty much you pretty much tapped out. You know what I'm saying? You like, hold on, this ain't it. I've been dealing with this person for a whole year.
Oh, now I see your true color.
Why people say that?
He showed his true colors.
Oh my God.
Yeah, after a year, no. You could have addressed it earlier. You would have saw it.
And I just think that people just afraid. I'm like, there's nothing to be afraid of. It's like, don't wait till you get neck deep. Look, it's about to hit your nose when you about to drown. And now you all of a sudden want to say, well, I knew you was like that. You know what I'm saying? Same instance from Marriage at First Sight. Like, you do a whole 8 weeks, the camera's cuts off, and then the young lady say, oh, I never loved you, want to be with you.
Right.
That is it's so depressing, man.
Again, it's hard being a woman's first good man. That's a perfect example, because it's like, apparently none of the relationships you had before worked out.
Period.
Before you met me.
Pause.
And now we're in this relationship, and we're getting serious
we
and
deep
I'm happy, and then now all of a sudden, oh, you don't like me anymore. And so men struggle with not being treated with respect or being made to pay for the mistakes of another man. Like, hey guys.
Hey, listen, have you joined our Patreon family yet? Maybe you have, maybe you haven't. But guess what? If I was you, I'd go to patreon.com/1marriage2hustles right now.
Check us out for more exclusive content. Join our Patreon family. We have behind the scenes footage. We have Q&As, bonus episodes, one-on-one interaction, get to know us a little more, and we also offer merch discounts.
Also, last thing, remember this, if you watch us like you watch TV, you might watch your relationship grow. We see you guys inside of it.
To go through that's hard, like demeaning a man, and the man is continuously trying to be respectful, continuously trying to do the right thing by you, but there's only so much a person can take.
That's big facts. So when I really look at like respect goes a long way, because once a person loses respect, I'm gonna tell you right now, the relationship is pretty much over with. Because if I don't respect you as a person, I don't respect your decisions, I don't respect nothing that you're doing, I don't give a damn if you're going out, if you're coming in. You know what I'm saying? The relationship be over with. I mean, it's like you're pretty much spinning your wheels. I mean, I'm not a person who, like, once you lose respect, man, you might as well get out the relationship.
I know, and I read something on Clubhouse, the marriage club the other day. This lady was saying that for the past couple of nights she's been getting dressed, like she's been coming home, cooking, making sure the kids good, but after that, getting dressed, going out, walks right by her husband. I'm going out, I'm leaving. He says nothing. Okay, bye. Again.
That's deep.
She goes out the next night. Same routine. She gets a babysitter this time. She says, oh, I'm going out. Comes back, nothing. She says she has on a sexy outfit, nothing. So what do you think that is? Because she was soliciting opinions from other people, like, what do you think's going on?
I think that he got to the point where he complacent. And at the end of the day, a man that really loves you, or a person, or vice versa, if it's a man doing the same thing, you want to know where they're going.
Right.
And if you're not concerned, either one or two things: either you checked out mentally in a relationship, or you got somebody else.
Okay.
Big facts.
Right.
Ain't no ifs, ands, and buts about it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, hold on, commercial break. If you want this shirt, this says mindset is everything. Why now's your time?
Mindset over everything.
Mindset over everything. And then her say, pretty and hustling, allow yourself grace. If y'all know about her brand, it's coming if you ain't already out yet. So I just want to take a quick commercial break on that. All right, so go next. What you got?
Yeah, so that, to me, I agree. Like, the respect is gone. Like, for you not to care where I'm going, care what time I'm coming back,
don't give
care
a
what
damn.
I'm wearing.
Bye!
Like, you're either, like I said, I immediately say, oh, well, he must have somebody else. If he's not really concerned with what you have going on.
He must got to somebody else.
Or maybe you did something to make him lose respect for you.
Ooh.
Or kind of like, I don't even care what you do anymore.
So can you do something to make your spouse lose respect?
I think so. And a lot of people don't break up because they have kids or they've been together so long, and then it's like, okay, whatever. We're just both going through the motions. Is that healthy? No.
It's not.
But they do it.
But
it's cheaper to keep her.
Not really.
That's what people say.
Because because if this person give you a headache, I'm talking about.
Yeah, people,
your peace is better than money.
Take the pain to stay together for their kids.
People ain't making sense though, because your peace is everything.
They don't care.
Yeah, but you know what I learned though?
You don't understand.
They start no. They start off like that, but the minute the person go crazy and start doing like crazy stuff they don't like, they ready to check out. They start off to keep them. But let them go crazy. Let them start bringing another woman over and stuff like that. They go nuts. See, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
That's like, woo, man.
That's what I'm saying.
The bottom of the barrel.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you give a shit about you. We do what we want.
Wow.
We do what we want. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all.
We doing
I'll burn it. What? I'm going to jail.
That's what I'm saying.
All right. Next point. Sometimes a person's expectations are so high that sometimes it's impossible to meet. Oh my God. I hear females like this all the time. Dude, like, do y'all realize, women, that you're not perfect?
They don't.
Like, yeah, you can have a lot to bring to the table. Yeah, you can have your stuff together. Yeah, you can look good. The body can be together. You know what I'm saying? You can cook, you can clean, do all these things, but you can't expect somebody to be perfect, because at the end of the day, even though you do all those things, you're still not perfect.
You're not perfect.
And it's like some of these requests and these lists and these things that you want from guys are insane.
Get on that list.
Because you can't even meet the expectations yourself.
Men too, though. Men walking around with acting like a woman is a robot. Let me explain. Acting like, I'll go to work, she go to work, but the food needs to be cooked, the kids need to be in bed, she gotta give me sex, she gotta give me head, she got all this stuff, all these expectations. You know what I'm saying? When you just wanna go to work, come home, lay down, watch TV, and whenever she do all this stuff, now you ready.
Today's podcast is presented by Podgo. Podgo is the easiest way for you to monetize your podcast, providing podcasters with a flat rate for ad space, so you always know how much you get when you include an ad from Podgo. Apply today to become a member and immediately be connected with advertisers that fit your audience. That's pod.co at podgo.co, and be sure to add our podcast in the How Did You Hear About Podgo section of the application.
That don't make sense to me.
Then saying, oh, well, she just come to bed and go to sleep. Yes, because she's tired, because she's done everything in the house, plus went to work, worked out, took care of the kids, gave them a bath, cooked dinner.
Come on.
Like, damn, by the time she get into bed, you want her to still have energy for you?
Damn.
Like he said, she's not a robot.
Yeah, a lot of men think women are robots. You know what I'm saying?
So what you could do is, and I see this a lot with the real good dads, like I see some amazing hands-on dads and husbands. Like, my wife
take
cooking,
that pressure off.
My wife is cooking, I'm giving the kids a bath.
My
wife is getting breakfast ready, I'm dressing the kids. Like, you have to help out. Like, these are your kids too, and your kids will appreciate you more for being more actively involved. Because I swear I hear kids say all the time, like, oh yeah, my dad's there. He's there. I don't really talk to him, but he's there.
That's
my
crazy.
dad's at work. When he comes home, he does. Like, be more involved.
Be involved.
Because, and if you have a good man, because I've seen the tables turn where you have the man cooking, cleaning, picking the kids up from school, washing the clothes. Ladies, don't abuse it. Because I've heard that too. Like, damn, I'm doing everything, and you're just unappreciative.
You're
just expecting. You're like, oh, that's what they do. Oh, that's what they should do. Oh, I don't do that, they do it. Like, okay, that's cool, but be appreciative, be thankful. Show that you care by saying thank you.
Come on. So I just think overall, man, people just gotta start saying, listen, when you get into a relationship, what kind of value am I bringing to it? All right,
yeah. Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? What kind of value am I bringing to it? And when I bring the value to it, how can I expand and make this thing better? Versus who doing the most work. Because if you're the best version of yourself, I'm the best version of myself, then this should work.
And if you, like he said, make sure that you can bring to the table what you're asking for. So don't sit up here and set these unrealistic expectations if you're not able to provide the same.
Listen, if you guys got any questions, we need more questions. I can talk all day, but if you got any questions, you know what? You can basically DM us on One Marriage, Two Hustlers and tell us to bring up these uncomfortable conversations. Because, and matter of fact, use somebody else's account you don't want to know it's you. I don't care what account you use. Yeah. But my thing is, because we will talk about anything, because I feel like I'm being very vulnerable and transparent to my wife to my spouse that I can talk to her about anything, and I'm not gonna be the person that says one thing around my boys, but then say nothing around her. I'm not gonna be that person. So I feel like if you guys got some questions that you are just afraid,
you want somebody else to address the topic.
We will address the topic. I don't care what if it's about sex, if it's about somebody cheating, if it's about whoever. We will talk about the topic because that's what this podcast is about. It's not about us just chatting. It's about us talking to you guys and having a conversation with each other, but also telling you guys that, listen, man, don't be afraid to talk about these topics. You know what I'm saying? Because
and I think that's why Kevin Samuels is so successful at what he does, is because people are always seeking advice. They want people to bring up the controversial topics.
Yes. Because right now he's talking about what's her name? Tammy Roman.
Oh, she gave her husband permission to
have a baby.
Yeah, because she's older.
Yeah.
He doesn't have any
But
kids.
he declined it.
Reggie, he loves her.
Okay.
And so he's way younger than her. He doesn't have any kids. He's the only child.
Okay.
So she wanted him to be able to continue his legacy.
So that's the big conversations of, if you a woman, would you allow that? See, he find the right conversations, and it's controversial.
And they asked her, would she help raise the baby? She said, yeah.
So, I mean, there's just something that...
I think when you know what you got,
it's
like she loves him that much, she would make that sacrifice.
It happens, man.
Because she can't give that to him. Well, she can, but it's like a high risk. And I think they've tried before.
Okay. So, I'm just saying, like, these are the kind of conversations that I want you guys to ask us, because I don't really give a damn about the conversation. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, people so afraid, man. So this new season, if y'all haven't seen it, we got all the topics laid out. We will have a couple of bonus episodes because I do have some people that's supposed to come on for the interview. You ain't gonna see it on here though. On YouTube, you're gonna see it on Patreon. You know what I'm saying?
And YouTube, our YouTube subscribers, leave comments. Like, we want to see comments. I see a lot of spam comments, but I want to see some authentic comments. So don't be afraid to leave your comments. We do want to see them. We do want to hear the feedback. Also, we're going to start posting back. I'm laughing because I know he's looking at me. We're going to start back posting on Kicking It with the Christians. So if you don't know, we, back in the day, and we talked about this before.
Back in the day when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore.
Always has to get off.
That's a song. I got
when was that? 2017, 18?
Yeah. 2019.
We called ourselves starting a podcast. It was called Relationship Therapy.
Yeah.
If y'all know that name, everybody has that.
Yes.
But we didn't know what we were really doing. We have some episodes over there. It's funny. But yeah, we started over there, but then we decided to make that just a vlog channel.
Yes.
We haven't really been touching it or messing with it. That's why you hear Kicking It with the Christians in our intro song.
Yes.
So go subscribe to that page as well. Be looking forward to some vlogs over there, some things over there, some fun stuff over there. But podcast topics, let us know what topics.
Because we already got the topics for this season. And if you want to be interviewed, we don't care if if you got something great to talk about with relationships. We don't care if DM us.
Email.
We will call you on video. You don't got to come into the studio. If you want to come, you can. If you're living in the Houston, Texas area. But we can call you on video and we can talk about it.
Right now, what I'm looking for to have is a tax person come on because we are getting ready to enter tax season. Okay. So that's something I would definitely like to bring to you guys. But again, this kind of information you're not going to get on YouTube.
You're not.
So go ahead
and
subscribe to Patreon. There's a lot of you who watch us that you don't tell us that you watch us. It's okay. You don't have to say anything. Hit the like button. And go ahead and like the video.
And that notification button, that little bell.
And subscribe. The channel's growing. I wish it would grow faster, but I think YouTube be playing with us. But that's a whole nother topic for a different day.
We ain't worried about that, man.
The analytics are crazy. I don't know what's going on with that, but
we don't know.
We're just
we just keep posting and sharing the love,
we're
man.
We're just gonna keep posting.
And building our Patreon to 10,000 subscribers. Yeah. 10,000, man. So we just want to listen. We want to help, motivate, educate you guys to go to the next level. So again, if you guys have any questions, if you want us to talk about something that you've been wanting to talk to about your spouse, we'll talk about it.
What?
No, if they want us to talk about something that they wanted to talk to their spouse, but they don't want to do it.
They don't want to address it.
Yeah.
So send it in like anonymously.
Yeah.
And then we will talk about it. Also, don't forget that Mr. Why Now's Your Time over here has his podcast.
You know it.
Our podcast that are on here, if you want to listen to it like in the car, you don't want to have your YouTube on, we're on Apple Podcasts,
Anchor,
we're on Spotify,
and
we're on
Buzzsprout.
So all of those platforms as well, you can check us out on. You can check out Why Now's Your Time podcast on those platforms.
Only for entrepreneurs though. That's so it's dope.
His is for entrepreneurs, business. So we have some good things coming both together and individually in 2022.
Because I see a lot of yourself grace, man. Speak it into existence.
Always trying to release
because I like to speak it into existence.
Don't release my name yet.
Okay,
I don't want to release it yet.
I speak stuff into existence.
You edit that out, please. Thank you.
You can.
Oh my God.
All right, guys. You guys have a great and excellent day, night, evening, morning, whenever you're watching this. Or you're listening to it if you can't see us. We
love
guys.
you. We'll see you in the next one.
Peace.
You're kicking it with the Christians. You're kicking it with the Christians. One marriage, two hustlers, it shows. We'll travel the globe in search of endless possibility. You're kicking it with the Christians. Together we'll conquer it all. Take the highs with the lows, 'cause there's no losing with this energy. You're kicking it with the Christians.